This earth shelter has a tower, that tower has a floor, and this video shows how we built that floor. Okay, let's start with a look at the plan to get you oriented and to show how the plan has changed over time. Here you can see the concrete arches. On the right side is the north guest room. We waterproofed that roof in the last video. On the front here you can see this concrete sunshade. We've decided not to do that anymore. But this video is about the floor of the storm room. The tower is already in. We formed that and shot it in a previous vid. And we've already shown we can form these sorts of concrete vaults all over the place. We know how to do that. Let's zoom in. I can hardly believe that I thought I could form this sort of complex roof structure around those porthole windows. The roof of the mezzanine was easy. We just used quad deck, which is like an ICF joist, and we poured concrete over that. I guess we could have done the same for this concrete floor of the tower, but then we'd have to have a pump truck out and just so much hassle, so we're going with wood. We've already built the concrete tower and the concrete roof of the mezzanine. And originally we had a concrete dome inside the storm room also. The idea was it was a storm room because storms could roll over and we'd have 360 degrees, so we wanted all concrete all the way around. But now we've decided not to do that. This rail is going away as well. We'll just put a steel grate over the hole, so now you can just walk right across, and that will leave us with more usable space up there. Let's take a look at a cutaway of a 3D model. Mostly it's just concrete components are shown, I guess just that top little skylight's wood, but everything else is hidden. You can see here that the roof of the mezzanine will form a bench in the storm room. The two rooms sort of intersect. Anyway, point is, we're not putting a concrete floor in the storm room. I'm just going to use wood. The radial vaults are already in place, earlier video, and actually so is the mezzanine roof. We shot that at the same time as some of those. In real life it looks like this, all covered in Blue Max waterproofing. This first piece that we're carrying up is the ring for the hole in the floor. We'll set that up first and center it. Now we're putting a heavy steel ring into place. This steel part will actually support the steel grate that will cover this hole. We strap it all down with hurricane ties drilled into the concrete. We'll also want a temporary roof over this hole, so I get these 48 by 12 foot billboard vinyls for 20 bucks each. The only rule is you're supposed to keep them black side up, so picture side down. I made this frame with some scrap wood and a gazebo tie in the middle, and we're attaching the billboard vinyl to it. Making sure it's all level. End of the day, time to cover the hole. And for the big reveal, let's go downstairs and see the picture on the underside. She looks very excited about our project. On most days, we could just work in there even without removing the temporary roof. It just provides some shade from the hot sun, and that fan keeps the air moving. But when we need to work on the edge of the floor, we just take that temporary roof out of the way. Yes, those joist hangers in the middle there, those three are upside down. I was just using them for alignment of the first few joists. Then I started on a block wall for the tower foundation. This part will be below ground later. The higher part of the tower will be made of EPScrete. I'm looking forward to showing that. That might be the next video. The hardest part of the foundation was just getting it to all start at the right level so they would all join up and be level all the way around for that third layer. So I had to sort of calculate backwards and then fill in that first bottom layer exactly the right height above so that it all worked out. If you see any blue tubes, those are for getting lighting down to the rotunda below, to the ceiling below this floor. I really overbuilt this floor, probably because of the 16-foot drop below it. I put 2x4s on the top and bottom of each joist to make I-beams, so this is a very strong floor. But then I had to get all the in-betweens all level again, so that took a bunch of other pieces of wood placed in the other direction. I even had to put a ring of 2x4s all the way around the perimeter, even though that won't really need strength. It's just really to get it all level so that the plywood floor can sit on that nicely. Oh well, I wasted a bit of wood and money, but that floor doesn't creak. You'll see later we'll put the floorboards in. That actually took a while because I had to cut everything to curve, but that's later. And then finishing up with that third row of blocks. In the next video, we'll continue up the wall with EPScrete. I'm just trying this thing where I'm breaking up videos into smaller chunks and seeing if I can get them out the door quicker. Hopefully it's worth it. Alright, thanks, bye.